Hello and welcome back to another episode of our Football Manager Career Mode, our Bath to Glory here on FM26. And it's a crucial episode today as we look to close down a gap that has formed to the top of the table. Our place in the eliminator in the playoff is looking relatively stable with 14 games to go of the season. We're in February, it's Valentine's Day. Will we have a love affair with the National League South? There's only one way to find out. Let's jump into Football Manager, and we are playing Dagenham and Redbridge today, who sit at top of the table. There is a 7-point gap now, though, if we want to do anything really in the league this season. And the reason that has come about is because after a great run in November and December, and then that great result against Worthing last time out, we won the game after that and then lost to Horsham, and then back-to-back draws has seen us just take 2 out of a possible 9. If we'd have won those 3 games, and taken 7 more points, we would be joint top of the league. So a chance for us to kind of draw back in towards the top of the table. The only decision here is, do we start Henry again? He's not performed great, but then neither since coming into the club has Lindsay. So we'll see. I'm going to start Lindsay and hope he can prove to me why he deserves to start. We've got Lavinia here on trial just because I know him from... he's one of the players that you actually know in real life. He seems alright. Whether we actually sign him as defensive cover, not really sure. He has been playing at National League level quite considerably, so maybe that's not hugely reflected in Football Manager. But anyway, that's for another time. Let's get into the save, into the game, and see if there's anything we can do against Dagenham and Redbridge. The pressure is all on them. Please tell me I've gone for my counter-attacking formation. As you can see there, we're looking quite good at the top of the table. Towards the top of the table, we are in my counter-attacking formation. The player's very familiar with it, and we need to get a result really here against Dagenham and Redbridge, who don't start Andy Carroll this time out. They did start him in the previous game. Maybe he's just getting old, and his attributes are declining. They're starting Griffin up top this time. So we'll see if he does anything. It's been a pretty mess start to this game. None of my players doing particularly well as we reach the halfway point. Let's go balanced and see if that can spur us on. Dorking, who have kind of come out of nowhere really in this league. They've always been up there, I suppose, but they are losing at the moment. We might be losing very soon as Dagenham and Redbridge have the ball and look to build something with Macoma, who plays it forward. It's headed away, but then whipped back in. Someone gets something on it, and it's back to Dagenham and Redbridge as they look to carry on building something. It's whipped in, and somehow Hager's hit it over the bar. Not entirely sure how that's happened there, but Dagenham and Redbridge, the team on top at the moment, proving why they are top of the league. We need to get something from this game, really. I think to carry on with our promotion ambitions, our automatic promotion ambitions. As everyone knows with FM in the playoffs, it tends to not go hugely well. In this episode, we are going to play the next game off camera, I think, and then come back for the game after that. I can't remember who it's against, but I seem to remember they're up and around us. Western-super-Mare, I think, who are 6th. I believe that's our next game, so that will be a good match to play. Enfield Town, who were towards the top of the table, have fallen off recently. We've had nothing in this game. We have had nothing at all in this game, as Dorking equalised. Alfie Rutherford there. We have had literally nothing in this game, and probably deserve to be behind. It's level as it is, 0-0. Dagenham and Redbridge, though, looked like they could be about to score. You just knew it, didn't you? You knew something was coming I think maybe we need to switch up our tactics again. We'll stick with this for now, but something needs to happen in this second half, else we could be saying a hello to the playoffs and yeah, give up with the. We're not going to win if we don't shoot. We'll go with that one and say goodbye to potentially winning the league. It was always going to be difficult to win the league. It's one of them. You've got to remind yourself of where we were at the start of the season. We were pretty much nowhere at the start of the season, and we were expected to finish lower mid-table. But always a bit disappointing when you know you've got the chances Western-super-Mare take the lead. We'll hope that they can fall off, given we're playing them in a few weeks' time. But first of all, we're still playing this game, and Reigns has got the ball, plays it back, but Myers has it. He plays it across the face goal, no one there. Afoka picks it up, whips it back in. Myers is there again, and his header goes over the bar, creating a little bit more, but not a huge amount. Let's see if we can tweak some of these instructions. Go a little bit narrower and see if we can outplay them in the middle of the park. Let's confirm those changes and see if that makes a difference. Myers and Afoka having terrible games, as is Jenkins Davis again. I don't know whether we're just not playing him in his best position at the moment. Let's go to team shape and see what we can do. We've got Ash, who hasn't done a huge amount since. Well, he had that bright spark a couple of months ago, I suppose. Hasn't done a huge amount. Let's bring him on up top, see if that changes anything. We're into the 60th minute. I am not liking this. We're going to have to go attacking, and that might leave us quite vulnerable towards the back. Binns on a 7.2 really proves that they have had the lion's share of this match. I'm going to switch it. We're going to go for our wing play and see if that changes anything. Afoka is looking very tired, so we're going to bring Alves on, swap those two over so Alves is on his stronger side, see if that does anything. I'm not sure, not entirely sure. Look, we're being outplayed in the middle of the park. Myers is having an absolute stinker. The issue is we don't really have a striker who I'm confident can come on and actually do anything in this one. Let's bring Wilson on, who still only scored that one goal this entire year. It's not good, not ideal at all. Dorking, to make things worse, have taken the lead. That would leave us 9 points clear, 9 points behind top of the table, and down to 5th actually. So this is not. We're in a bit of a sticky patch at the moment. We're going to have to go very attacking. We're in a bit of a rut of form at the minute, and we could perhaps have to look at making some more signings and potentially just kind of boost the squad just that little bit. But it looks like we're going to fall to defeat here against Dagenham and Redbridge. There is a late highlight though. Will anything happen? Let's find out. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Haig has got it. It looks like, if anything, it's going to finish 2-2. Yeah, it looks like it's going to finish 2-0. Oh, no, it's tipped over. So, yeah, well, it's too late for us to get anything. Too late for us to get anything from this game. That is it. Defeat, and pretty much, you would say, title aspirations over. Let's see if we can head into the next game, which will be not the next game in a week's time, but the game down to 6th. That is not ideal at all. The game in 2 weeks' time, I think, against, well, a week and a half against Western-super-Mare. I'll join you for that game very soon. And we're back for that all-important game against Western-super-Mare. They sit just above us in the I think they're just above. Yeah, they are just above us. Where does it say? Just above us in the table. No, we're just above them by 1 point. Never mind. We are 1 point above them in the table. We're at home. If you remember back towards the start of the series, we beat them quite memorably at our place. A couple of new signings. We have brought in Todd Miller. Originally, he came in asking for a non-contract, but 3 stars of current ability, 5 stars potential ability. I know he's 23, so he's probably not going to reach that League 2 player, but if we can get the best out of him, he's got decent pace for this level, decent all-round stats, but hopefully he can improve. He has come in to kind of give us something different on this left-hand side. Lindsay will play in this match, but what we have done, we have made a bid for Marcel Lavinier, a 25-year-old Portuguese player. 4 stars, potential ability 2 stars. He's 25 years old, so probably not going to reach them stats, but he's good cover on both sides of the wing-back positions. So he is into the team. Let's go then. This will be a huge match for us. Todd Miller, you can be our number... Let's go 14. Let's go rogue. You're number 49, Todd. And let's see how we get on in this match. This could be huge. This, I called the previous episode season defining. The season has slightly changed definition since that episode, given our poor form in February. But can we get it back on track with a win against our big rivals, Weston-super-Mare? There's only one way to find out. It's coming up next, and it's live. We could go up to 3rd if we win this match and results go our way. But Weston-super-Mare get us underway then here in the National League South, and we could do with a positive result here. More than ever, we are in a fight for that. Remember, the higher up we finish, if we finish in 2nd or 3rd, I think it is, we'll go straight through to the semi-finals of the playoffs rather than having to play an eliminator against the other sides. So this is very, very tight. It's going to be very interesting. The whole playoffs is very, very tight. We're going to need, when you look at it, it's very, very tight. Just, 3rd down to 7th, very, very tight. So if we could get a win here, potentially push us up into 4th and get us closer to an immediate bye into the next round. Worryingly, Charlie Binns has picked up a bit of an injury, and we are not in this game at all. I can feel a bit of a change coming on at half time. We've got a corner though. Can we do a smash and grab at home? Is that possible? Do you do a smash and grab at home? Miller has it on his debut. It's Jenkins-Davis. Miller hits it just wide of the post. What a way to introduce yourself to Bath City that would have been. We've got a throw-in with Reigns on the left-hand side. Throws it to Myers. Does a 1-2. He's down by the byline. What can he do? Passes it to Reigns. Back to Roos, who hits it just wide. And then just wide of the post by Tilson, who was arriving late into the box. Worried about Binns. Do we bring him off? Let's work the ball into the box. Do we bring Binns off? He manages to pass the ball to Lindsay, Parcell and to Batten. We're going to do one of those team goals where every player touches it. Probably not, but Myers has it. He's running inside. Plays it over the top to Jenkins-Davis. What can he do? Inside to Corey Andrews, and we take the lead against Weston-super-Mare. It's come from nothing, really. We've had the one highlight in our favour, but we take the lead against our rivals, Weston-super-Mare. But there's a highlight straight from kickoff, and we normally know what that means. I look forward to a Weston-super-Mare goal in the coming minutes. Normally is what happens in this game. Here you go. Through, and it's George just over the bar. I thought for certain that was going in, but hopefully that takes us to half-time. We have not been in this game at all. Only 6 shots to their 11, 1 on target compared to their 3, and just 30% possession. Although, to be fair, with the counter-attack, that's kind of what you expect. Roos has the ball with Reigns. He plays it to Batten. What can they do? Not a lot, but it's come back out to Tilson, who plays it long and into the goalkeeper's arms. This highlight is continuing. We are seconds away from half-time. In fact, it is half-time. The players go off the pitch. Corey Andrews has scored some crucial goals for us so far this season. That could be amongst them. Let's address the team. I think we need to show everyone that the praise is justified. Defenders, keep going. please. Don't let them score. That's the aim. Let's try and keep a clean sheet. Jenkins, Davis, and Tilson for us. It's been, to be fair, I think I've been quite bold. We've dropped a Foker for Miller in this game. Foker is our highest scorer with 12 goals. So at least that's potentially something to bring off the bench should we need it. We still lead 1-0 as we're getting well into this second half, and it looks like it'll be more of the same as Weston-super-Mare continued to dominate possession, dominate pretty much most of the stats, but the main one that matters, as a wise man that I know says, the main one that matters is Bath 1, Weston-super-Mare 0. We're getting into the dying moments of the game, into the final quarter. They are not having a good game on this right-hand side. Coulson, which would be our left-hand side. So let's bring off Miller, who's not really done much in this game. Let's bring on a Foker, and then shall we swap Myers over? No, let's not do that. That will not end well. Let's bring on a Foker for that side, and then if in possession we can tell them to focus. Where's that instruction? Final third. Progression, there you go, progress through. We want to come on this right hand side, don't we? That's where they're having their issues. I think, no, is that their left hand side? That's their left hand side. Let's edit the instructions. I can't tell my left and rights. Let's try and break them down on their left-hand side, because that is where their player is having a nightmare at the minute. Tilson has it, plays it to Myers, who's on our right-hand side. What can he do? Whips it into the box. It's headed away as far as Roos, who plays it to Jenkins Davis, who's curled it. We've got a 2-0 lead against our rivals, Weston-super-Mare. We know who dominates our area of England. It is Bath City. The Romans rule, as they say. No one says that, but Jenkins Davis has come under criticism from me this season. He's got a goal and an assist where it counts, and we lead Weston-super-Mare 2-0 as we go into the final 10 minutes of the game. Let's hope we don't have a similar collapse as we did against Dover. Oh, I thought for a second we were going to do something there. We were going to absolutely crumble. They've made a change on this hand side because he's up to a 6.7 now. So they have made a change, I think, there. But still, potentially an opportunity for us as a Foker comes on. We have been resolute, if anything. We've only made one change in the whole match, but sometimes you don't need to fix a broken system. Seconds remaining then of the 3 added on. We're into the 93rd plus 93rd minute. We're 16 seconds over. They've scored with seconds to go. Referee, do you fancy blowing the whistle? Please? Let's skip this and then hope that the players go to the dressing room. We have beaten Weston-super-Mare. We've done the double over our rivals this year. Not a bad season. Not a bad track record to start against our local rivals. It means we stay 5th in the table. But importantly, if there were any doubts, we are 8 points clear with 11 games to go. We have a game in hand on Worthing ahead of us. If we were to get something from that game, we would go above them and into 4th place. We've got Ebbsfleet who are in there. I think 3rd is our aim for this season. Let's send our assistant to that, of course. Charlie Binns. Oh, crap. Well, that's fun. We don't... Yeah, that's... We'll need to put in a new goalkeeper for the rest of the season. That's not great. That's really not great. Okay, we'll fix that. Well, I'll come up with a solution between now. It's either Zach Baker, who's 2 stars and on loan, or Wills Richards, who's been angry at me for most of the season. So that's not ideal. There is a bit of a good news, though, and I've left you hanging until the end of this, so if you've stayed until the end of the video, a nice bit of news for you. Let me try and find it. Somewhere hidden in the portal. Where is it? Where is it? We'll still go. I'm gonna find it eventually. I'm sure it might have been here so far because I've not seen it. But let's keep going, because I'm sure it's somewhere here. There you go. We might be getting taken over. We might be getting taken over. Takeover talks continue to dominate the conversation at Bath City, despite uncertainty about the viability of the fans' trust taking charge of the club. Oh no. No offence, fans. Please don't take charge. Please don't take charge. I want money. I want more money. Please don't buy the club. We're making money. Look, we're making money. Please. Please just keep it as it is. Can we have a tycoon takeover? Wouldn't mind that. But anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode, then make sure you hit subscribe to the Tactically YouTube channel. Another episode of the Bath City Football Manager Career Mode here on Football Manager 26. It will be coming to you very, very soon. For now, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.